How do I look, James?
We are live.
We're live?
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Young Temp, what? Yeah. Sheesh. It started that season.
What's going on, everybody? We are back. It's the Ill Intent Podcast. It's your boy, Scott Paul. And here on the Ill Intent Podcast, we talk about the latest in entertainment and current events going on in the world. And we always bring some special guests on. For one, I have my co-host. Shout out Mr. Jack Blames. Talk to the people.
Yeah. How we doing today?
Yeah, man. And we have a very special guest today. I always say we have a very special guest, but this guest is especially special. We got my girl, Jenny Portillo, a.k.a. Your Key to the City on the Ill Intent Podcast. Talk to the people, Jenny.
Hey guys, so I'm Jenny Portillo, aka Your Key to the City, from Houston and soon to be from New Jersey, New York,
snap.
and everywhere.
Oh, snap. Let's get it. Well, welcome. Welcome to the Ill Intent Podcast. This is dope. You've been watching the podcast for a little while, and I appreciate you. You're one of our biggest supporters. So thank you for coming on, and thank you for weathering the storm and coming to Jersey.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, I know how much you love Houston. I was gonna say Jersey, but I want how do you feel about Jersey? I know you never came to Jersey before 2021, right? That was your first time coming through. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think of Jersey?
So it's definitely different.
You know what? Yeah, get the mic a little closer. Yeah, or you can pull it closer.
Yeah, just,
There you go.
So Jersey is definitely different. I would say I'm not too crazy about the view in Jersey, but I love the people. Yeah.
There you go.
the view. Yeah. You didn't take her to any of the spots, did you?
Maybe that's why.
Nah, Jersey has some beautiful. You know what it is? It's just it's too cold to ever go see them. Yeah.
You came in the winter months, huh?
Bro, it is May. It is May, and it's still winter by Houston standards, bro.
It's definitely a little chilly, especially today.
Yeah, man. But nah, it's dope. So as she said, she's the key to the city. Now, let the viewers know what that name, where that name came from and what you do for the people that don't know.
So I am a businesswoman who specializes in real estate. And one morning I was just, getting ready to go to the gym. And I was, very inspired. And I was actually playing around. And I come up with Key to the City because it was, like I say, I'm a realtor in Houston. So it was, the plug. But, of course, with me, you always have to keep it classy.
Keep it classy. So it's just a classy way of saying you the plug.
Exactly.
I love that.
And, before I was a realtor, I was always, connecting people and bringing a lot of people together. Also to just finding the right deal for people. And that was way before I was a realtor. And I used to say, I'm not a plug, I'm just an extension cord.
Word. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So, because I never really had, I wasn't not in control, but I was just putting people together.
You know how to put the people together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or just things together. And so when I started real estate, I was, the plug. It was I'm the key to the city.
Yeah.
And that's how I came out. And then.
Forever classy.
Yes. And actually, it was before I had to do my first real estate video. And I was trying to come up with something catchy. And
Oh wow, you just came over, right? Yeah. That's when you were like,
I've been around you too long.
Give me all the credit. So as you were saying, you connect people to different things. That was before you were a realtor, and even now you introduce yourself as a businesswoman who does real estate. So what else is it that you do? What other businesses?
Yeah. So one of my favorite things is fashion. I love to design. I have designed, I helped Scott Paul.
You know, we dropped
design.
the GWG shoes in October. What artists you know got their own shoe? I'll wait. Yeah, but big shout out to Jenny. These shoes would not be possible without her. This is yeah.
Yes,
I'm
and
gonna give you your flowers. These shoes would not happen without you, and you have such a great a great understanding and appreciation of fashion and colors and all that. So you definitely brought those shoes to life. So thank you.
yes, yes. So I do fashion, and that was actually funny because those probably would never be my shoes. Not that I don't love them, because I love them, and I make sure, I'm always thinking as a consumer. So I love to shop, and I was thinking, what can it be good for men and women? So that's, but also too, it was the first time that I actually have to do something for someone else.
Oh, like designing for someone else.
For somebody
Right.
else. And I remember you told me you wanted something loud that like was showing fashion, but also that was loud and that was trending. It was October, so we add, some colors that were trending in that time. And of course, some letter and prints in there too. So, yeah,
Killed
that was
it.
fun.
No, you killed it. Thank you. And
Yes.
yeah, just so y'all know, these are mine. These aren't. That's why they're so big. Yeah, these big ass shoes. Y'all can get them on my website, scottpaulmusic.com.
I was gonna say, where do we go to find those shoes?
That's right. Just go to
Yes.
scottpaulmusic.com. Go to this store. Got the GWG shoes up there. GWG Revenge. Success is the best revenge, and that's yeah. That's the energy we on. You know what I'm saying? We're
I gotta contact customer support. You didn't have my size.
we got all the sizes, man. All the sizes. But no, yeah. Big shout out to you on that. You have such a great mind for fashion and for so much. So
Yes. So besides
yeah,
fashion,
yeah. Besides
I
fashion,
model and I also host events.
okay. Yes. Well, I mean, I know that. I definitely know that.
I didn't.
Yeah. So she,
Yes. Yeah. Houston know it.
Houston.
They do it.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell them some of the stuff you've modeled for.
Yeah, so I've been published for one of the most luxury magazines in Houston, and that was a very exciting experience. I've been there, I would say, a few times.
Yeah,
One
you
as
had
a
you had
model.
like the $1 million jewelry drip on during that. Yeah,
Yes,
during that shoot. That was
yes.
crazy.
I know. I wish I could have kept.
I was
It
gonna
was
say.
so beautiful.
Did they let you keep that or?
Oh, I wanted to, but there were cops and everything in there. Like we put the jewelry on, and whenever we had to go, on set to shoot, the cop would come with us and all that. So yeah.
Oh, so she really thought about it, bro.
Yeah, she was gonna run.
She was looking at all the
She was
exits.
looking for the exits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to do it.
Right. So how has modeling and fashion impacted your real estate career, if at all? Yeah.
So I really love that question because when I started, actually, the people I was around, they used to tell me, if you're gonna be a realtor, you gotta change. You gotta change. You gotta be different. Realtors don't dress like you. Realtors don't do what you do. You can't be a model and a realtor because people are not gonna take you seriously. And it's true. It's hard. It's hard to, let everybody know that just because you model and you're confident, and this is one of your passion, doesn't mean that you're not also, because modeling is also a, business,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's, very professional. So just because I model, I'm still the
Depending
same
on the
professional.
modeling that you do.
Yes,
But
no,
yeah.
but I always, like,
course,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
fashion, high fashion, and I love to do, always keep it classy. So yeah, it was difficult at first, but then, especially because I used to be told this by men, women are not gonna be buying from you. Women are gonna hate you. Men are not gonna be able to buy from you because they're gonna be, their wives are gonna look at you and they're not gonna buy anything from you.
That's crazy.
And
though.
I really thought about it, But all my clients, they're females. They love me. They're my big supporters. You know, like they're actually my friends
Wow.
now, but they
Yeah.
weren't. They are
Yeah,
now.
but people early on like discourage you from that.
Yeah.
And that's like, I mean, we talk about this, you know, quite a lot, but people always will try to put you in a box simply because they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Or like they can't comprehend it, or they don't see it, or you know, whatever. But people always put you in these boxes like you can't do this and that. You know, that's something I've had to deal with quite a bit because I do a lot of different things.
Well, it's like, you know, kind of judging a book by its cover. You know why they keep buying from you? Because after you talk to them, they know that you're serious.
You know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah,
You can look
exactly.
however you want. I could dress like a hobo, but if I know what I'm talking about, you're going to take me serious.
Exactly.
100%.
You know?
100%.
It's just how you present yourself. A look is just one thing, but I mean, if you have the look, strut, you know?
Yeah.
So, and keeping it classy. I mean, I don't
Exactly.
see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. And so I love that. I actually love to do it. And if you're from Houston, then you know that realtors over there are super hot. And they love, you know, like they dress really nice too. You know, it's not your old fashioned. You know, I think that, I don't know, and now it shows and everybody look at realtors, you know, and
they
their
got like
lifestyle.
like Selling
and
Sunset and all that.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's very different. So that also helps.
Yeah, no, true, because there's that idea of what a realtor is and what a realtor looks like, and when she doesn't look like a 50-year-old dude, it's like,
Well, like if I'm going to buy an expensive place, you know, she's you know, she knows what she's
Exactly.
doing. She looks good. She's showing me around. I mean, I know she. That's
isn't
I
that what you want?
Right,
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
want somebody who knows what they're
She,
talking about.
She's looking the part.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's a big thing in today's
Yeah.
society.
yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, that was just something that, you know, as I said, like I dealt with that when just so much, like running for office, you know, when I was in politics.
Yes.
Like, you can't do this and that. That was a very resounding, you know what I'm saying, comment that I was getting. But it was just people that, what does the music that I make have to do with the valid points that I'm making about our community? You know, if the points that I'm making about our community, if there's no overlap to music or artistry, like, why they don't even have to be in the same conversation, but people just couldn't see it, you know, or they didn't want to see it. So I've always looked at your situation.
Yeah.
You know,
Similar. We
it's
always were able to understand each other on that.
very, very similar, because I never understood, like, what does her knowing how to dress have to do with her knowing, you know, like, like how would that
Yeah.
inhibit her ability to help you sell a house or to buy a house?
It comes down to choice, like you said. They just didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
Because
That's
2 + 2 is 4. I mean,
Yeah.
when it makes sense, it makes sense. And
Yeah.
if you just don't want to believe it, you don't want to believe it. So.
Yes.
No, facts.
Yes.
Facts. Craziness. Well, so you mentioned before the events. Let them know about the events that you bring to the table too, because I think
Yes.
that's such a fire thing that just 12 months ago she couldn't say that she was an event host. Like, this is all, but now in the last, like, whatever,
It's
7,
been
8
less
months,
than a
it's been like,
year.
it's been like so many events. So speak on that.
Yes. So I'm actually an introvert, and I suffer from anxiety when I'm around people. And it's really funny how everything comes, you know, with the event, how it happened. Because I always say that I have 2 personalities. One that is always so scared about everything and everybody, and the other one that is just like, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, just go.
Yeah, that's like a big thing. People like she has anxiety and she's shy, and she's an event host.
Yes. Yes. So
Like that. Seem like those are like oxymorons.
Bunch
Yeah.
of things that don't go together.
Yeah.
So for sure, you know, I was actually going through some hard times before the event, and I just, you know, I was happy with I was going in life with some things, but I needed more excitement. If you know me, you know that I'm just, you know, I need excitement in my life. I need, you know, like things need to be growing, always do something excited. And I was like, last year I was modeling and I was, in this magazine and I want something big. And I remember I prayed and I was like, God, I need something. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. And then one of my photographers in that time, he called me and he was like, Jenny, we need to do something. He's like, we need to get a bunch of models together and charge the models and, the photographers, and we just make some money in there. And I just felt that wasn't really feeling anything.
It wasn't feeling any needs or
Yes,
okay.
yes. Like, I don't know. I felt that it was a good idea, but it wasn't nothing crazy.
Okay. There was nothing unique about it. There was
yes.
nothing. Okay.
And in that time, he was like, I need to make money, whatever. So I said, why we don't do something for realtors? It's like, he was trying to get into that market, and I was actually the person that helped him to get the exposure.
Well, you're the model and realtor.
And the realtor. So it was like, and he's like a really good photographer, was taking, my contacts. So we were working together really good. So I was like, let's do an event for realtors. And I was like, realtors always need headshots. I was like, and you can do that. And then I remember I had another friend that is also a businesswoman who has her own boutique. And, she does makeup, hair, the Bay Cave. And Houston, really pretty place. And I was like, we can do hair and makeup touch-ups and headshots for realtors. And that was an event that it was inspired, by when I was working with a builder. We did something similar for realtors, but I put my spice on it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yeah, tell us about the event. What was at the touch-ups and headshots? What could the people what would the attendees
Yes.
see?
So, people were excited to come and take their headshots, get doll up, fixed and everything. But I would always make a big, part that you also gotta dress extra, and it started becoming really fun. We're gonna have, live music. And we had the pleasure to have you performing in our events.
Yeah, that's actually where I premiered Duel.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to practice.
Yeah, and people
Duel a
loved
few
it.
times.
It's really good how people learn that song real quick. And I actually got that song from you and made it the events.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So it was exciting because there are a lot of events that provide realtors with headshots, but it was very boring style. So I actually made it of an event where you would see nothing but really good looking people coming into one place, like Young Money coming into one place. It was looking sexy, it was different. So as soon as I had my first event, people start doing it the same.
Yeah, crazy. You didn't want to say copying? Man, they've been
They got
swagger jacking
inspired.
ever since, bro.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yo,
you
man,
could be
she
the
did it.
original. That's it.
Shoot, she did her first event on a Thursday. By Saturday, they were copying her, bro.
I
Oh
swear
my
to
God.
you.
It was
And they were
crazy.
even trying to do me wrong.
Yo. Hey, man, flattery's the highest form of imitation is the highest form of flattery.
And
It
you
just
know,
annoys me.
Hey,
you know what they
Drizzy.
say about imitation, right?
What was that?
You know what they say about imitation?
What?
The imitator's always one step behind.
Facts.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's why I would tell her
Yeah.
don't even sweat it. That's
It was just at first because the person that I actually copied first, she was very close to me. It was it
she
was very
yeah.
close people, and they pretty much copy my event completely, even the name, and not even give a credit. And I guess I wouldn't care if she was sent if the people that did that to me were in that close, because I actually thought we were
Yeah.
friends. I think that was the only reason. Because if no, you just laugh. You're just You just know that people think that you have a great idea, and they're just, like doing it. And that's amazing. But it was the way that it was done.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, because, I don't have a problem with, get inspired by me. Actually, like if we don't do that, like what is our...
Yeah, absolutely. Get
Yeah.
inspired, but don't copy.
Right.
And,
Yes.
Throw your spice on it.
throw your spice.
Throw
and
your
also,
spice on it,
like,
yeah.
give some flowers.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's all.
Yes.
That's all. And so, and you're all done with the touch-ups and headshots,
I am
right?
done.
So
It
you
was
did
just a series.
Yeah.
It was just for me to start, to show, for me to also grow. That event is always going to be very special for me because I wanted to show the first time that I did the event and the last event because it grew like so much. It was so crazy. So definitely wanted to show that to people. But I also grew with the event. Like I felt that, I definitely got to different level, and now I just wanted to show more about me. And I feel that by modeling, teaching people and hosting events, it's a way that I actually feel that that's how I let people know who Jenny really is.
Yeah, because otherwise...
Because otherwise I would not.
They're not gonna. So, as far as events go, what's next? Like, are you gonna stay in the touch-ups and headshots theme, or what's next? What's coming up?
Well, remember how I said that I was always just like going after more exciting things, and just, I'm addicted to big things. So definitely planning something bigger. It's not going to be like touch-ups and headshots, but you're definitely going to feel like a celebrity. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be in Houston.
Yes.
Okay.
To start in Houston, but doesn't mean that we're gonna just like stay in Houston.
All right.
I'm
Yes.
buying my plane ticket right now.
Yo, you
don't
still
know
gotta
what it
come
is,
check us. I've been
But
telling
I
this
hear,
man.
like what I hear.
Yeah, no, they're actually really, really good. People loves it, and my first events, they were not even expensive for everything that you were getting. You were.
She said my first events.
Events.
Said my first. Said now y'all gonna have to pay. Said please come, but you gonna pay this. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah. No, we've been trying to get you down. You've never been to Houston, right, bro?
I've never been to Houston. No.
Never been to Texas?
Never been to Texas.
Wow. It's a different world, bro.
And
It's literally it's a country. Texas is its own thing.
yes.
I do want to come check it out. I gotta travel more for sure. I do not go enough places.
Yeah, when was the last time you got out, bro?
LA like 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, bro, we gotta get you out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, was that before COVID?
Before COVID.
Oh yeah, man, we gotta get you on.
So
You
that was
didn't
3
take no
years
COVID
ago.
flights, bro?
No, you didn't take cold flights.
Bro, I ran up these miles during COVID, bro.
I just
Noel
told you.
knows the drill.
I don't go anywhere. I was home. Where
Oh
else?
man, y'all
You
were
were scared. Yeah.
man.
I mean, I was out, but I was.
And that is why the flights were so cheap. I was getting round trip flights to Houston for $26
Yeah.
during COVID.
It cost me $500
Yeah.
to do that right now.
Literally. Bro, it's awful. It's awful. So as a model, fashion designer, I know you also help people. Like you help people get their credit right, get business funding. Obviously, you help people buy, sell, invest in real estate.
Yes.
What advice do you give an entrepreneur that's like doing all that? Or actually specifically, what advice do you give women that have a lot of ambitions but feel like they have to stay within a certain lane or stay in a certain box?
Well, first of all, if you have different passions, for sure, just gotta make it make sense. And I would say how you you can literally do everything you want to. You just have to know how to market so that you don't confuse people. So I would say, if you wanna, if you can handle multiple business and you're able to do different things, make sure that you brand yourself so that people can follow you, more than, your business, so that people can always, like follow you for who you are. So more about like learning how to, be your own brand. That everything that, like if you're going to be doing this, people are going to go to you because they like you. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're modeling, if you want to be a photographer, rapper, whatever you wanted to do. But, as long as you always market yourself as the $1 million or $1 billion, it doesn't matter what you do. And just like learn how to present it through through the media.
So how to tell that story.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say just start too.
Just start.
Right? Just do it. Just hop in.
Yeah.
Hop in the fire, man. Just do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure you had no idea what you were doing when you started, but
No, but it's good to you don't have to have it all figured out, but it's good to kind of have an idea and then just start from there, because, you can always, you never know. Sometimes things
you can
change.
always switch it up.
Yes.
Yeah, you can always,
Yes. So
But-
it's crazy. I never thought I was going to be hosting events, but I always knew I was going to be hosting events. So it's kind of like, I never put, I never say I'm going to do this, but in my mind, I always saw my events. So, yeah. So it's like, it's good to at least know what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And then, just start. And then,
Yeah,
like
no,
as
true.
you
can
go.
kind of move. Yeah. I mean, especially in entrepreneurship, so much of that is just kind of riding the wave and,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, really rolling with the punches. And like with Ill Intent, for instance, it was concert production. Like that's what that was. And then COVID happened. Was able to, switch to doing different types of media, including this podcast. And the point of doing those shows, doing those concerts, was to give a platform to other aspiring artists from Jersey. Like that was the whole point, was to create a spotlight for these talented people who need it and who deserve it. COVID happened. Boom. Now we're right here doing the exact same thing, providing a spotlight to talented people here, you know what I'm saying, who need it and who deserve it. So yeah, it's just rolling with the punches, but it's like, it's knowing your why, knowing what you want to do, knowing the reason you want to do it, and then just being willing to move. And
No, it's funny that you said that, because when I started doing the events, I started with, different purpose, or maybe I just didn't know exactly the purpose, but I knew it was kind of to give my friend exposure and also get exposure. And when I was putting the last event together, I did it with so many great talent around me, and I realized that, wow, it's amazing that I'm putting the last event, and the purpose of this event was pretty much for, it was put by an entrepreneur, sponsored by other entrepreneurs, business people. And it was, the vendors, the ones that were providing the service, there were also people, that are in the industry, doing makeup, chefs, photography. And it was just like amazing to know for other entrepreneurs. So, yeah.
Yeah, everybody got that exposure and that spotlight. Everybody's networked. Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
But I didn't know the why at first.
So an important part of entrepreneurship too is goal setting. We're talking on another episode with Bree Dancer, who was on talking about manifesting, right? And sort of speaking things to existence, but just planning for the future in general. So I want to ask you first, do you have, and maybe we could all kind of go into it, what our future goals and aspirations are? And that can be career or personal, but yeah, just wanted to get real deep real quick before we go. So yeah, what are your future goals and aspirations for Jenny Portillo, your key to the city?
So personal, I keep them personal, just kidding. No, just, keep growing as a person. I don't not just want to show the full, like the word, who Jenny is, but I also wanted to show myself, and I definitely wanted to develop my full potential and everything. I would say for my career, just the same thing. Wanted to make sure that everything that I'm doing, either fashion events, real estate, and helping other entrepreneurs, I want to make sure that those things, in companies, they grow and they're developed to their full potential. So I would say
Let's get it.
that would be.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
All right. All right. Your turn. Mr. Jack Blames.
Hey.
Future goals and aspirations.
Future goals and aspirations. Well, I agree with Jenny. I keep a lot of the things to myself, but as far as goals, I would love to just continue being better at the things that I'm doing constantly. To put me in a position to get, I guess, where I want to be able to help people in my way. I just want to be able to enjoy life the way that I see fit, which includes a couple businesses, helping people start businesses, go into business with people. I just kind of want to create some wealth to be able to share and teach people how to do the same thing, because there's just not enough of that. I mean, there's a lot of people teaching people how to do stuff. I see it all the time on Instagram, things like that. But
now more than because now with social media, it's more accessible.
But actually do it, genuinely. I think there's a lot of money behind
do it
most
not
things.
do it not for likes.
And I think my entire life I always wanted someone to help me, and it's just not realistic, But I think if I can put myself in a position to help people that want to help themselves, I can make a change and a difference. So, just
love that.
Be able to support myself, my family, my friends, and make the world a better place.
Fire.
It's really good.
Fire. Like that. Yeah,
Yes.
man.
What about you?
That's, So Northwest Cap, it's this wonderful organization that I volunteer with, but their slogan is creating opportunities and changing lives. And that's pretty much what you said. And that's
That's my logo too.
Yeah.
It's key to the city, unlocked all opportunities.
Unlock all opportunities. Absolutely. Yeah. I think we're all pretty much on that same kind of vibe. I have big aspirations for myself, with the cannabis company, High Standard. My aspirations for that is I want it to be the biggest cannabis company in New Jersey. And then as it becomes federally legal, I want that to be the biggest. I want to go, head to head with Cookies. That's that. I mean, musically, I have a lot of music coming out soon. I'm very excited for that. I really want to reward my fans and my supporters for being so great to me, and just deliver on dropping consistently. I feel like I've gave y'all some great stuff, but I haven't done it consistently enough, and that's my thing right now. I feel very good about what's coming up, and there's a whole wave that's coming. So shout out to everybody that's been on this ride with me. It's about to go way up. So that's another thing. And yeah, man, I mean, those are just two things I have going on. But it's the same, kind of vision with everything. Take everything to the top, make sure I bring as many people as I can with me, in the meanwhile.
Invest with friends, baby.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Well, before we go, actually, could we talk about Key to the City a couple of times?
Yes.
Shout out to your team, to the Key to the City.
Yes.
Team doing their thing. Yeah, I'm excited for you to branch that out over here in the Garden State as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yes, I have my own real estate team. They're amazing. I feel that it's a dream come true, something that I wasn't sure that I wanted to have a team. But I always, like I say, I love to help people, and I love to actually lead by example.
Word.
And when I had a first agent that reached out to me, I wasn't really planning to have a team, but at the same time, like I said, I very ambitious. So it's like, maybe it's not in my plans right now, but it doesn't mean that I don't have, that plan.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. The plan is definitely have a key to the city everywhere, El Salvador,
Yeah.
everywhere in the U.S., Colombia.
What about Colombia?
What about
Crossing borders,
Yeah.
everywhere, Miami, Jersey. Of course,
Mm.
Jersey's going to be the second place. Um, New York.
Yeah.
I was born in New York, so
Yeah.
gotta have one in there. So key to the city is more than just real estate,
Yeah.
but like I said, right now, that's the first step.
Well, we're gonna get you back on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody can see and hear the evolution of
Yes.
Jenny Portillo, the key to the city. And on that note, it's the Intent Podcast, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Scott Paul signing off.
Jenny Portillo, aka your key to the city.
Jack Blames, baby, that's me.
Hey, until next time, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Ill intent, what? Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah.